Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the middle of the field. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Every year, approximately 232,000 women are diagnosed with breast cancer, and 40,000 do not make it. Men are affected by breast cancer as well. Approximately 400 die from the disease every year. At this time, we would like to recognize our players and staff who have been affected by breast cancer in their family. Shannon DeSantis, in celebration of her mother, Colleen Ariandados. Carrie George, in celebration of her grandmother, Colleen DeSantis. Logan Lewis, in remembrance of her great-grandmother, Dorothy Hornsby. Mackenzie Long, in celebration of April Ciprel, a one-year survivor. Lauren Schuba, in remembrance of her mother, Terry Schuba, in celebration of her Aunt Sherry, a one-year survivor. Hannah and Macy Center, in celebration of their mother, Kim Center, a survivor of 8 months. Assistant coach Renee Horton, Elsa Sanchez, a survivor in remembrance of Emma Wolf. The women's soccer team is now getting to release their balloons. All donations from tonight will go to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. These donations will go to metastatic breast cancer research. Supporting the survivors, admiring the survivors, honoring the taken, and never giving up hope. Thank you. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Van Taylor Stadium on the campus of Lander University for today's Peach Belt Conference matchup between the Georgia College Bobcats and your Lander University Bearcats. At this time, we would like to introduce the starters for today's match. First, our visitors from Georgia College. Number 1, we have Ashley Graham. Number 4, Rebecca Morris. Number 5, Anya Massanelli. Number 6, Hannah Asbel. Number 7, Cheyenne Wrench. Wearing number 11, we have Aaron Ferris. Number 12, Kaya Jeffries. Number 14, Ungborg Omastatter. Number 21, Amanda Bartholomew. Number 26, Cassie Balzano. And number 27, we have Sophia Lekas. The Bobcats are coached by Hope Clark, assisted by Matt Sieb. And now for the starters, your Lander University Bearcats. The freshman from Lake Wales, Florida, we have number 0, Sarah Owen. The freshman from Lake Mary, Florida, number 2, Kylie Epple. The sophomore from Simpsonville, South Carolina, number 5, Lauren Schuba. We have the junior from Bedford, New York, number 7, Victoria Lang. The sophomore from Irmo, South Carolina, number 10, Emily Germstad. The freshman from Lille, France, we have number 11, Juliette Vidal. We have the freshman from Clifton, Virginia. We have number 15, Brennan McCarthy. The senior from Irmo, South Carolina, number 16, Hannah Martin. Also the senior from Tahoma, Tennessee, number 18, Carrie George. Also the senior from Lexington, South Carolina, number 22, Kayla Walker. And the freshman from France, number 23, Chloe Lafranc. The Bearcats are coached by Chris Ayer. He's assisted by Renee Horton and Ryan Harper.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Greenwood, South Carolina, Van Taylor Stadium, as the second match of our Bearcat doubleheader just about to get underway. Rickson Lane along with you on the Bearcat Broadcasting Network. Glad to have you join us. Conference contest tonight between the Lander Women's Soccer Club and the visiting Georgia College Bobcats. Think pink night here in Greenwood, South Carolina, as Lander looks to earn a victory in its final home regular season match of the season. Bearcats have been on the road for 3 consecutive matches. They sit at 7-6 overall. They are 3-5 in the conference. Meanwhile, Georgia College 9-5 on the season. They are 5-3 in the league. Give you the starters for Georgia College. The keeper is Ashley Graham, junior from Decatur, Georgia. Defenders, Becca Morris, freshman from Marietta, Georgia. Hannah Asbel, freshman from LaGrange, Georgia. Aaron Ferris, number 11, sophomore out of Atlanta, Georgia. Kai Jeffries, number 12, freshman from Lawrenceville, Georgia. And number 14, Junborg Omersdatter, a junior from Reykjavik, Iceland. Lone midfielder in the lineup for Georgia College, Cheyenne Wrench, junior from Cape Coral, Florida. The Fords, Anya Mancinelli, junior from Atlanta, Georgia. Amanda Bartholomew, redshirt junior from Peachtree City, Georgia. Cassie Balzano, a freshman from Douglasville, Georgia. And Sophia Lakis, junior from Lizella, Georgia. For the Bearcats, Sarah Owen gets the start in goal, freshman from Lake Wales, Florida, wearing number 0. Back line for Chris Ayers' squad, Kylie Eppel, number 2, freshman from Lake Mary, Florida. Emily Germstad, sophomore from Irmo, South Carolina. Brennan McCarthy, freshman from Clifton, Georgia. Number 22, Kayla Walker, senior from Lexington, South Carolina. Midfielders are Lauren Schuba, sophomore from Simpsonville, South Carolina. Victoria Lang, junior from Bedford, New York. Number 11, Juliette Vidal, freshman from Lille, France. Number 18, Carrie George, senior out of Tullahoma, Tennessee. And number 23, Chloe Lafranc, a freshman from Nantes, France. The Fords for Lander, the lone Ford in the starting 11, is Hannah Martin, senior from Irmo, South Carolina. Rolled back to Owen. The keeper will collect it for the Bearcats. That one headed right in front of the net. Ball still free and headed off the crossbar. Georgia College comes close to striking the opening blow here in the first 5 minutes. Lander women trying to earn their 8th victory of the season. Stay above 500 on the year as Bobcats will take a free kick. Headed to the top of the box by Walker. And out of play corner kick coming up for Georgia College. So a corner kick for the Bobcats here, 6 minutes into the opening period. Georgia College will try to get on the board here early. Ball played all the way through, across the box. Bobcats trying to track it down. It will be handled by Lekes. Ball deflected on the back line. Looks like that may have been maybe Germstad that got a piece of it. Kind of hard to read these pink numbers on white uniforms. No outline on these special one-night jerseys for Bearcats. That ball somehow managed to slip through and into the net, and Georgia College takes the early 1-0 lead. Don't know how that ball managed to get into the net, but it does for the Bobcats, and Georgia College will take the early lead. Goal will be attributed, I believe, to Anya Mancinelli, the junior out of Atlanta. The Bearcats fall behind early. A 1-0 advantage Bobcats. .35-40 remaining in the opening period. Lander down 1-0, and Georgia College with a free kick coming up after the early goal for the Bobcats. Oh, it just snuck its way around the near post. Bearcats trying to get some momentum going into their Peach Belt Conference tournament matchup. It appears by all math that we could figure here in pregame that Lander is in the conference tournament regardless of the results of these final two matches of the season. It's Georgia College tonight and Georgia Southwestern on the road. The matchup against the Hurricanes will come on Saturday. Love trying to climb their way up the conference standings as high as they can. The top of this league is just so very difficult. Got to try to find a way, if possible, to avoid the Columbus States and Flaggers of the world. Of course, then you have to deal with North Georgia and perhaps UNC Pembroke at 3 and 4. Cats will be looking to make a little bit of noise as they will play in the quarterfinals. If our math is correct, that match will be on Halloween night. It'll be more than likely the road team. Opportunity perhaps there for Lander, but Martin unable to control the ball off her foot. .20 showing the first period. Bearcats down a goal. Fight for the ball near side between Jeffries and Martin is going to get the throw in for the Bearcats. Vidal trying to work against Asbell. Ball at the top of the box, Martin trying to fight for it. Now shot away from LaFranc, wide left. Minutes into this one, 1-0 advantage for the Bobcats out of Milledgeville. The offsides flag will go against the Bearcats. 15th all-time meeting between Lander and Georgia College. Bobcats lead the overall series 6-5-3. Ball worked around back. Bobcat half of the pitch. Now Lander going to try to get it clear, as that was Bartholomew putting the pressure on the Bearcats. Dahl had a breakaway opportunity there for a moment, but the Bobcat defense able to rally, pry the ball free from her. Now Martin with a chance. Could not get to that ball before Jeffries came away with it. Chance for the Bearcats. Ball lifted top of the box. The sliding shot goes wide. "26 minutes remaining in the opening period. Lander down a goal. Out of play. A throw into the Bobcats. 25-25 showing. Vidal left side. Waiting for space, said they'll work it wide. Ball played in the box, and the Bobcats able to knock it out of danger once more. 23:50 remaining in the first period. They're down one. Played for at midfield, working back to the center. Walker. Dahl in the middle of the pitch and pass off target out of play. Georgia College will have possession. Substitutions now for the Bearcats as Sarah Flores, who will check in. Senior out of Kingston, New York, will come into the match. .21-10 left in the opening period. Bearcats trailing by one for the goal from Anya Mancinelli for the Bobcats of Georgia College. Corner kick coming up for the Bearcats here at the 20-minute mark. Well, headed on, but collected on a hop by Graham. trying to get an offensive attack going here early on. The first half, Georgia College is somewhat stifling of this Bearcat offense. Nice play there by Epple to free the ball away from Lekis. Georgia College out shooting Lander 4-3, and the Bearcats have not managed a shot on goal yet. Sophia Bonser, the freshman from Tyrone, Georgia, into the match as Shuba wins the ball away from her. Minutes remaining in the opening period. Nice ceremony here before the match this evening. Just think pink night as Lander paid honor to those who are fighting and those who have passed on after a fight with breast cancer. Pink uniform trim tonight for the Bearcats. The pink ribbon painted at midfield. And pink balloons released before the match in honor of individuals related to some of the Lander women's soccer players. Ball wide left of the box now. Bearcats trying to get something going. Fighting to keep it in play. Ball knocked out. It'll be a corner kick coming up for Lander with 14:50 left in the opening period. Corner far side coming for Lander.
It's a corner kick for the Bearcats.
Curled over the box, and it will wind up going out of play. 15 minutes to go, first period. Lander trailing 1-0. Pass by George. Flores sends it back to Walker. Chance for the Bearcats, left of the box, but tapped away. Looks like it was Jeffries. He got a piece of it. Calling an offsides penalty, pardon me, against Lander. Bearcats looking for the first win over Georgia College since 2014. Prior to 2015, Lander had won 5 straight meetings with the Bobcats. They dropped the last 2 in the series. Halftime of this match, the 2016-17 Lander men's golf team will be honored on the field for their outstanding campaign last year. Gaudy national ranking, a sweep of the conference awards, the top seed in the Southeast Regional. Sarah Miller check in for Georgia College, the senior defender from Duluth. 10.5 minutes left in the opening period. Bearcats down a goal. Final regular season home match of the year for Lander. Looking to win their 6th match of the season here at Van Taylor Stadium. Opportunity in the box. George fighting for possession. The Bobcats come away with it. And the ball taken away. That was Eppel. He intercepted it. Still struggling to get it back. Eppel thrown to the mat. And no whistle. Sarah Owen will come out and grab that one. 9:30 left in the period. This Georgia College squad has been red hot on a 4-match win streak, and they have outscored the last 4 opponents by a combined 17-2. Conference wins over Georgia Southwestern, Francis Marion, and Young Harris. 3 of those 4 wins in this streak have been on the road. This is a team that's had signs that they were hitting their stride as of late. They have won 6 of their last 8 matches, and they took Flagler, who at the time was ranked 5th in the nation, took them to the wire, a 3-2 loss. Meanwhile, the Bearcats trying to get their offense back on track. They're coming off a 3-match road stretch. They're happy to be home here in Greenwood. Trips to Mars Hill, Young Harris, and UNC Pembroke over the last 15 days. picked up a 1-0 win over Mars Hill before being shut out in a pair of tough losses in conference play, 1-0 and 1-0 against Young Harrison Pembroke. This Lander defense, for its part, been playing fairly well since October 7th. They've only surrendered 3 goals. Lander offense trying to get in stride here, and they'll have another corner kick opportunity. This will be their 3rd of the evening. They'll take it from the far. Ball curved in. Graham had it, lost it, and recovers it. Bounced off the mitts of the junior keeper. Graham able to corral the loose ball before the Bearcats could poke it into the net. Ricocheted away. We'll have a corner kick for the Bobcats.
Substitution for GCSU, we have number 3, Maddie Stevenson.
Bobcats have some space left side. It closes quickly. The ball headed wide. Nice shot attempt from Bartholomew. But off target. Ball out in front of the box. Lander's going to come away with it. Bearcats try to get some momentum going. 5 minutes to go. A 1-0 deficit facing Lander here with 4:10 remaining. As the Bearcats trying to find the back of the net as they attack once more. Graham collects that one. Bearcats have gone scoreless now for nearly 295 consecutive minutes. Not netted a goal since October 10th in the win at Mars Hill. Lander's not been shut out 3 consecutive matches since 2008. One goal will change the tenor of this match here as they trail by just 1. Aside from the Goal that somehow managed to finagle its way into the net earlier by Mancinelli. A tough angle right near the post.
Substitution for LU, we got number 12, Logan Lewis.
Other than that, the Bearcat defense played fairly well. So Logan Lewis will check in, senior out of Lexington, South Carolina.
And it's a corner kick for Lander.
Another corner for the Bearcats. 2:38 to go in the period. That one's a high kick, and it's over the head of everyone. Roll out of the box near side. Out of play, throw in will stay with Georgia College.
Substitution for the Bearcats, we have number 28, Antonello Monreal.
Lewis spinning free right side. Had it tapped away. Final minute of the first period. Fifteen seconds to go in the period. Walker gonna send a ball deep. Trying to spin and make a run at it, but Graham will be there. And that'll do it for the first period. Georgia College take a 1-0 lead into the half. We'll step aside. Second half action coming up from Greenwood, South Carolina. You're listening to Bearcat Soccer on the Bearcat Broadcasting Network.
Fans, at this time, Lander Athletics would like to recognize the 2016-17 Lander Bearcat men's golf team. The Bearcats advanced to the NCAA tournament, earning the top seed in the Southeast region for the first time in program history. Lander boasted the Peach Belt Conference Freshman of the Year and Player of the Year and finished the season ranked 8th in the nation. Please join us in congratulating Jordan Ainley, Garrett Atkinson, James Bartlett, Michael Brody, Roberto Garagori, Chris Kendall, John Parker, Michael Pospisil, Connor Richards, and head coach Chipper Bagwell. Lander University congratulates the 2016-17 men's golf team on an outstanding season.
Back in Greenwood, South Carolina, Rickson Lane along with you on the Bearcat Broadcasting Network. Good to have you join us. 1-0 our score. Lander down to Georgia College. The lone goal thus far in this one coming from Anya Mancinelli off an assist from Cassie Belzano in the 8th minute. First half stats for you. Georgia College out shooting Lander 5-3. 2 shots on goal for the Bobcats. No shots on goal for Lander. Sarah Owen has made 1 save for the Bearcats. Ashley Graham has not been tested yet. 4 corner kicks for Lander, 3 for Georgia College. Bearcats have been whistled for offsides 3 times. Only been 2 fouls in this match, both against Lander. Now the Bearcats with an opportunity. But Graham wraps up that one. 2 white jerseys in the area, but nothing doing. Remind you, if you are going to keep track of all things Bearcats, follow Lander on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm also going to encourage you to download the Blue Army app. It rewards you for attending games, answering trivia questions. It helps you earn points that are redeemable for prizes. Help show your friends that you are the biggest Bearcat fan around. Two minutes remaining in regulation. Lander down 1 goal. Nice job there by Monreal. Took it away from Wrench. A little burst of speed there from McCarthy. Kick coming up for Georgia College. Matches going on tonight around the Peach Belt Conference. It's been a packed day in the league. Young Harris whipping Georgia Southwestern 9-0. Columbus State knocks off Tusculum 4-0. UC Pembroke 2-1 win over USC Aiken. Flagler up 1-0 on Francis Marion. 4 road teams have either won or are winning at the moment. UNC Pembroke defended its home field against the Pacers. Bearcats trying to do the same here against the Bobcats of Georgia College. Kayla Walker taking near side, chipped a pass ahead. Nobody home for the Bearcats. Walker again in the middle. .45 remaining in regulation. Lander still trailing by 1. Graham will pick that one up once more.
Substitution for LU, we got number 16, Hannah Martin.
Monreal pushed it back to McCarthy. Now Walker. Give off to Shuba. The ball headed away by Georgia College.
Another substitution for the Bearcats. We have number 11, Juliet Vidal.
Long ball sent right side. Can the Bearcats get a shot attempt off? No, that one's too deep. Lander unable to take advantage. .31:45 showing on the clock as the second half ticks away. Bearcats wanted a whistle there, didn't get one. A chance for the Lander Bearcat offense with the ball played back in the middle by Georgia College and nothing doing. 1-0, Georgia College with an early goal in the opening half. Lander defense has kept them at bay. Since then, Lander has held its last 4 opponents to either 1 or 0 goals. It's the longest such streak since 2014. Left side, Balzano is there. Termstad able to take it, but she fires high and left. Minutes remaining in regulation. Lander down a score. in the Lander box. Bearcats able to keep it out of trouble. Fight for in the middle of the pitch. Bobcats out with it. Ball still free. Taken by Wrench. Chilly night in Greenwood, South Carolina. Lander trying to close out the home portion of the schedule with a victory. Flores a nice header. Vidal racing over to it. She'll get it in some space. Push it back over to Flores. Germstad left side. Vidal's pass deflected. Nice hustle there from Hannah Martin to save that one. Seven minutes to go in this one. Bearcats looking for the equalizer. Throw in for Georgia College near side.
Substitution for the Bearcats. We have number 9, Hannah
Center into the match. Sent across the box. Bearcats are there. And pushed out back towards midfield. Yeah, the Bobcats extend the lead 2-0. 25:06 remaining. Lander now down a pair as Georgia College on the board again. So the Bobcats were able to put it in the middle of the pitch and ball popped free. Turn and
that
a ball
is the
that just
second
rolled
GCSU
left
goal of the
side.
game.
Lander was unable. Sarah Owen could not get over in front of it in time. And Lander That was a lot of ground to make up. It's Amanda Bartholomew, the redshirt junior from Peachtree City, Georgia.
Georgia College goal by number 21, Amanda Bartholomew.
Now the Bearcat offense has to kick it into high gear. Scrap forward near side, Bartholomew trying to fight with center. Bartholomew comes out with it. Rolling in front of the goal, shot on the way, score. Bobcats opening it up here in the second period. Looks like Sophia Bonzer. They may have put that one in the back of the net for Georgia College. It was started by a run on the near side from Balzano. Then Bartholomew took
Sophia Bosner
into the box.
Bearcats trail by 3.
Bartholomew with the assist. And Bonzer makes it 3-0. Three-goal lead for Georgia College, 23:45 remaining. Now Lander with a big hill to climb. On the box for the Bearcats. Can they get one in? Try to take back a little bit of momentum. Vidal, left side, crosses it into the box. Tapped around. Bearcats come out with it. And Lang sends it out of play. Under 23 minutes left in the second period. Lander down by 3 now. Whistle as a Bobcat goes down. The clock will stop. 22:20 remaining. After the Bearcats had hung around and kept within striking distance for the majority of the first half and the start of the second half, Georgia College nets 2 goals within 67 seconds to open up a 3-0 advantage. Bartholomew makes the first one and assists on the second one to Balzano. Or pardon me, to Bonzer. Headed from right in front of the net. Owen trying to punch it free and finally corrals it. taken near sideline.
Substitutions for Lander, we have number 18, Kerry George.
Corner kick coming up. Curled in the front of the box. The Bobcats able to turn away another potential Bearcat threat. Ball free in midfield. McCarthy will race over, sliding for it. The Bobcats come out with it. This is Mancinelli. Weaving back in the middle, white jerseys converge on her, so she gives it off to Balzano. .1840 to go as Lander tracks down the loose ball. Vidal has her pass intercepted away by Ferris. Over the end line, and it will be a corner kick for Georgia College. Deflected out of the box. Now the Bobcats try to roll one in. Ball sitting around, and Owen able to jump on top of that one. It was bounding towards the left post, and Owen smothers it. 17-10 to go. Pushed back into the box, tried to cross it to a oncoming Bearcat striker, but Georgia College fends off the attack.
Substitution for the Bearcats, we have number 22, Kayla Walker.
Kayla Walker, the senior defender from Lexington, back into the match. Bearcats looking to get on the board here in the final 15 minutes. Down 3-0. Vidal shot deflected away. Ball out of play near sideline. It'll be a throw in to the Bearcats. 14 minutes remaining. And a whistle outside the box as Martin was tackled. Jeffries will be called for the infraction. Free kick for Lander. The clock ticks down, under 13 minutes to go in this one. And a goal from the left side as Kayla Walker fires it in. And Lander on the board, 3-1 now.
And that's the first Bearcat goal of the game, scored by number 22.
Senior
Just into
defender
the
from
game,
Lexington.
fresh, it's Kayla Walker.
Had a two-man wall in front of her.
What?
And Walker able to put it over Ashley Graham, and Lander on the board, 3-1. Kayla Walker, her final match at Van Taylor Stadium, gives the Bearcats their first goal of the night. That is the first goal of the year for Walker. Her 6th career goal as a Bearcat. 3-1 with 11:40 to go. Bearcats able to snap that scoreless streak that had stretched out over 300 minutes. Now can Lander find a way to continue to chip into this Bobcat lead? Pull within 1 goal. After the Georgia College flurry, Lander now trying to get something going. A long pass left side. Vidal trying to run it down, keep it in play. Unable to do so, goal kick for Graham. Under 10 remaining in this one, 3-1 lead for Georgia College. Lander trying to continue the rally here. They got on the board and got a little momentum after Walker's free kick goal. Bearcats with the ball deep and the Bobcat into the pitch, but a fight for it on the near sideline. Lander comes out with it. A lot of blue jerseys in the area, and the ball knocked out of play. They'll stay with the Bearcats. LaFranc gives it off Flores. Back to LaFranc. Now Vidal. Try to get it back into the center of the pitch. Pass off target. Schuba trying to run it down. But Georgia College comes out with it.
Another Lander substitution, number 7, Victoria Lang. .625 remaining in this one. Lander down by a pair.
call for that one and take it in the box. 5:40 remaining. Lander trailing by a pair. Just been unable to get anything going tonight, have the Bearcats, from an offensive standpoint. Five minutes remaining. Ball over the end line to be a corner kick for the Bearcats. Down 3-1 with
It's
under
a
5
corner
to go.
kick
Stranger
for the
things have happened,
Bearcats.
but Lander's desperately going to need to convert right here. The clock will stop at 4:47. Lander will set things up. Corner will be taken far side for the Bearcats. Bobcats headed away from the top. Lander trying to get a turn here, but Graham said, watch it roll. Ashley Graham will let that ball roll around in the box about as long as she possibly can. I'm a little surprised that Bobcat coaches encourage her to just let that ball roam free. You never know what could happen. It has not hurt them tonight. Regular season finale coming up for Lander. Saturday afternoon in Americus, Georgia. Bearcats will look to end the season with a winning record in the regular season, rather. This team, barring some unforeseen circumstance, should be competing in the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. It's one of the top 8 teams in the league. It will likely be on the road Halloween night. Take on the likes of perhaps a Flagler, a North Georgia. Bobcats attempt the cross there, unable to connect as the ball will trickle down into the corner. 3:05 and counting remaining in this one. Georgia College going to pick up their 10th victory of the season. Lander will fall to 7-7 overall, 3-6 in the league. They'll look to snap that 3-game skid on Saturday on the road against the Hurricanes. Try to get some momentum rolling into the Peach Belt Tournament. The flurry from the Bobcats midway through the second half, just too much for Lander to overcome after they fought to stay within a goal for a majority of the night. But 2 goals in 67 seconds, proving to be the difference this evening. This will be our final soccer broadcast from Van Taylor Stadium for 2017 as the men go on the road in the conference. Then travel to Evans, Georgia for the conference tournament, as will the women. They got to get through the quarterfinals first. We might be back with you perhaps for the NCAA regional, depending on how things shake out with the men in terms of their standing. They could be in the running to host as one of the 2 host sites in the Southeast regional. Those hopes took a bit of a hit today, but Lander's got time to regroup. Regular season championship in their hands if they take care of business Saturday. will attempt to make a run to a third consecutive conference tournament championship appearance. So we may be back with you at the end of the Peach Belt Conference and into the NCAA tournament, but of a foul just beyond the box.
1 minute remaining.
Lander hurries to try to get a shot off, but if we do not come back with you, well, thank you for joining us this season for Bearcat Soccer here on the Bearcat Broadcasting Network. Thanks to Hunter Banks, who filled in at times as a play-by-play announcer for us. We certainly appreciate him coming in and bringing you the action. As that shot misses wide. Our thanks to Austin Landers and Keith DeMace, who have served as PA announcers along with William Cantrell. Justin Berger has also stepped in as a PA announcer for us. He's pushing the buttons, keeping everything rolling on the Bearcat Broadcasting Network.
8,
Our
7,
many student
6,
workers who have worked
5,
cameras and
4,
statistics
3,
for you, spotting
2,
and making sure
1.
you've been brought all
And
the
that
action
will
here
conclude
in Greenwood,
tonight's
South
matchup.
Carolina. Been a fun
Lander
season.
with
Hopefully,
a score of 1.
we're not done from Van
Georgia
Taylor
College
Stadium, but we're finished
with
for tonight.
3.
Georgia College
Lander
takes a
women's
3-1
soccer
victory over
concludes
the
its regular
Bearcats
season
as
schedule
Lander
on the
plays their
road
final
this
home
Saturday,
match
October
of the
28th
season
against
on
Georgia
the women's
Southwestern
side.
at
That'll do
1
it for us
p.m. Be sure
tonight.
to follow Lander
Lander
Athletics on all of its
falls to
social
7-7
media
on the
platforms
season.
and visit
We hope to be back with you
LanderBearcats.com for the most
for the
updated
NCAA
information
tournament
regarding
here
Lander
in a
women's
couple of
soccer
weeks. If not,
and
we'll be with you in
postseason
basketball
news. Thanks
season.
again
Bearcat
for supporting
basketball
Lander
just a
women's
few
soccer
weeks away
this
from
season.
tipping
We
off.
highly appreciate
We'll
it.
see
Have
you
a great
then. For
night.
everyone here at Lander
And as
University, I'm
always,
Richard Lane signing off for
go
now.
Bearcats.
3-1 your final score. Have a blessed evening, everybody, and we'll talk to you down the road.